Basic warm-ups. Rotate torso. Twist a little bit the waist. Warm up the hips a little bit. Arms can go back, forward. Be aware the hip is moving a little bit back and forward like this. Shoulders goes forward, hip goes back. Stay in the center. I call this my washing machine Tai Chi. It's like that agitator just spins back and forward, left and right. After a few minutes of this, you can transition into a little more of a shoulder and hip twist. Notice I'm keeping my back fairly straight. The hip is going back a little bit. The shoulder goes forward a little bit, but I'm not leaning. And we're just turning at the torso. The breathing should be in for the transition and out as you work. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so do that a few times. Just loosen the hips and loosen the shoulders and warm up the dantian, the abdomen, the furnace. Next, we can do a little step and slide technique, but move a little more to one hip. So your balance point is the hip. I'm moving a little more stronger to one hip. One hand can go back, one hand go forward. It's almost like a skating kind of rhythm from side to side. Notice I'm not leaning too much like this. The hip, it's not, when I stop moving the hip, I stop moving pretty much my momentum. So we have to kind of stabilize on one leg in Tai Chi. Okay, so from here I can slide the foot like this. So balance on one side, close the other side. So this is open, this is closed. I like this for coordinating and strengthening one side at a time. So one side is full, like this, the other side is empty. And typically Tai Chi, we're on one leg, like this. Okay, so you breathe in for the transition, you breathe out as you work a little harder. Open, close, balance on this hip, and sit or sink. Step a little wider, a little more freedom of movement, or more spontaneous, more natural. One, up, two, down. One, in, two, out. One, up, two, down. One, in, two, out. So you can keep the foot up if you want, or you can just slide it across. It's up to you. More or less, higher or lower. It's up to you. So when you do the cross back or the dragon, the cross stance, the dragon, you breathe in, get your balance. It's always about 3 to 4 parts. We cross back, so 1, breathe in, 2, breathe out. Typically, again, we're on one leg, so we can, if I lean forward, I can lift up the back foot. We're always sitting like that. So you can stay a little lower, balance on that one hip, and a little more forward, back. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, it's just for coordination. It's like strengthening one side and then the other side. Typically in martial arts, you could have something in your hand and ready to attack or defend. Okay. A nice breathing exercise. Another really nice way to begin our practice is opening, closing. Heaven energy, we lift our heads up, receiving energy, sinking from the hip, and the hands follow. Remember, use your legs to go up, or ankle, knee, hip, rising up. How do we go down? We sink again, ankle, knee, hip. Hands go down, the energy follows down into the abdomen, dantian. We stop about here, then we open, breathe in. Sink again, and then the hands follow. It doesn't really stop, but notice the rising is from the abdomen, or dantian, and the sinking is again the abdomen, the hip, like that. Okay, earth energy, we pull up and separate. So I'm going to bend a little forward, use the legs to go up, arc the back, you can pull, push, down. So again, rotate the arms, twist a little bit, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Again, the hands are last. Start with the legs, the hip. Even when I go down, the hands follow. Sinking with the hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise up. Sink down. Now we bring heaven and earth together. Like this, breathe in. Second breath, we breathe in. Sink again, and then breathe out down. So again, heaven and earth. Second breath. You can exaggerate, and then we breathe out and release out. Okay, so that's it. In, and out. Okay, so all together we can do heaven and earth by rising up, breathe in, sinking down, again, feel the hips. Okay, we rise up, earth energy, we pull up and sink down. Now heaven and earth together, in each hand, breathe in, second breath in, and breathe out down. Again. Hands close to the face. You can wash the face of worries, wash the heart of sadness, wash the abdomen of sickness. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. In and out. Breathe in and out. Also stretch your fingers a little more. Breathing out, you stretch the fingers. Breathe in, you close the fingers. Breathing out, stretch the fingers. But with resistance, like an elastic around the hands. So breathe out slowly, stretch slowly. Breathing out. In, out. Hey. Hold it at the last second. The energy flow out between the fingers. In, out. Oh. in, hey. The O sound, oh. The A sound, hey. Those are the two of the healing sounds. The O sound, oh. The A sound, hey. Oh, oh. The A sound is like a hey, hey. Oh, one more time. Hey. Okay, shake up the hands. Now let's rotate the elbows. Turn the hands up. Elbows go out. Hands go down. Elbows go in. Hands go up. A really nice stretches from across the back, from the shoulders to the fingers. So like you're reaching forward, you want to round the back, bending forward, pull the shoulders back, breathe in, push the shoulders, it's rounding the back. It's like a big massage. Okay, feel that shoulder stretch. So that's bending forward, stretching, pushing, breathe in. Yin is more straight, yang is more bending, sometimes twisting and stretching. So you have to bend a little bit to straighten. So don't worry about the legs. I'm just bending a little bit so the legs support the back. Mainly when I sink a little, it's just to stabilize the core. And now it's upper back can work. I'll straighten up. Yin is up straight, and the yang is a little bending, a little stretching, a little twisting. But mainly concentrate on rounding the back, exaggerate the shoulders back and forward, out and in, pulling and pushing. There's resistance, so that's why sometimes I can bend back a bit and bend forward, depending how much effort, resistance, the pull and push. Breathing in, breathing out. Pull, push. Go up, go down. So if you have pain in your legs, you can stand up, rest your legs a bit, and then just work a little bit. You don't have to go too low. Mainly, it's just the legs supporting the back, and the back stays kind of relaxed and not very tight. In, out. Now lengthen the breath. That's really the challenge. It's breathing more in. And when you're pushing, you're breathing out. So it's just time the breath in, out, out, out. So breathe in through the nose. Open the mouth, it's more dynamic. We're doing a quiet meditation. It's into the nose, out through the nose. But this is more dynamic. It's more effort and more enhanced. So breathing out with the effort. Hey. So notice I'm going down a little lower because I'm working the shoulders. Usually up and down works together. So I'm working the shoulder more, I'm working the legs more in proportion. Up, you can stand up again, rest your back, your legs, and then hey, turn the wrist like you're pulling. Energy is all around us. It's in the air, in the warmth, the light. So that's what we're tapping into. And we're pushing out the old energy. So that's why you have to breathe and apply your mind, like this resistance. So it's really powerful, the mind, body, and breath. So how much resistance is up to you. Never straighten the arm, keep it curved. Curve in, curve out. Remember, the energy goes across the back, linking the two sides and across the chest. So that's the 5 directions. Left and right, do not collapse the arms. Keep them slightly curved. Front and back, sink the chest, round the back. And center is straight. Those are the 5 directions. So keep the arms slightly open, sink the chest, round the back. Left and right, front and back, and straight refers to being able to stand up straight, bend, to straighten. Okay, so that's not just straight. Otherwise, you're going to be stiff. You have to bend a little like this, a little bit like that, like bamboo, flexible, bend, stretch, up, down, in, out, back a little bit, not too much, a little forward, a little bit back. The back is supposed to bend. The legs are holding with a little bend in the knee. So not really blocked like that. I'm always bending a little bit. So the legs are supporting the back, always. Okay, one more in, one more out, one more up, one more down. And finish.